There are things in life that are better left unsaid. Not because we're hiding anything, but because silence sometimes protects our peace more than words ever could. You see, the words we speak hold power, and when used carelessly, they can cause misunderstandings, create unnecessary drama, or even bring danger into our lives. So today, let me tell you about a few things you should never say out loud. Not for others, but for your own peace of mind. First, never speak openly about how much money you have. Talking about wealth doesn't make you richer, it only draws attention, sometimes the wrong kind. Jealousy, fake friendships, pressure to lend money, or even worse, become all too real when people know what you have. True wealth is quiet. Just like a man who once owned a priceless object but chose to keep it hidden. When he finally spoke about it, problems came rushing in, so he broke it in front of everyone, but only he knew it was a fake. Peace returned, not because he had less, but because he said less. Also, don't talk too much about your past relationships, especially if you're trying to move on. The more you say, "I want to forget," the deeper that memory settles into your heart. There's wisdom in the idea that healing begins in silence. When you stop bringing the past into every conversation, the wound begins to close. It's not about pretending it never happened. It's about choosing not to relive it over and over through your words. Next, be cautious with revealing your weaknesses. Not everyone who listens has good intentions. When people know exactly where you hurt, it gives them the power to manipulate or control you. Like a hedgehog that once confided its soft belly to a bird, only to be betrayed. Sometimes protecting your peace means keeping your soft spots covered, sharing only with those who've proven they won't use them against you. And then, there are the mistakes we've made, the regrets we carry. But talking too much about them doesn't change what happened. In fact, it can trap us in the past. You are not your worst moment, and every time you bring it up, you let it define you again. Growth means learning the lesson, not replaying the failure. It's also wise to stop blaming fate for your struggles. Life is full of ups and downs, but constantly blaming the stars, the system, or your luck will only make you feel helpless. Two people can come from the same place. One becomes bitter, the other becomes better. The difference isn't what happened to them, but how they chose to respond. Be mindful of your words, especially negative ones. Saying, "I'm unlucky," or "I'll probably fail," might seem harmless, but these words carry energy. They shape how we see the world and how the world sees us. You may think it's just a joke, but your mind listens. Words can manifest into reality, so be kind to yourself when you speak. And while you're watching your words, remember not to brag too loudly about your success. Being proud is natural, but showing off invites envy and even trouble. Let your achievements speak for themselves. Often, the most successful people are also the quietest. Their presence, their actions, their kindness, that's what people remember, not their boasting. Lastly, think twice before airing your family's private matters. Everyone has struggles, but talking about your partner, your parents, or your children with people who don't truly care can turn your pain into gossip. Some things are sacred. Some things deserve to be handled with grace, behind closed doors. In the end, the wisdom is simple. Not everything needs to be said. Your silence isn't weakness, it's strength. It's awareness, it's control. In a noisy world, knowing when to stay quiet is a superpower. So before you speak, pause and ask yourself, does this help me? Does this help others? Is this necessary? If not, take a deep breath and let silence speak for you.